everyone, and welcome back to Mystic Korea. Today we're going to be talking about my top 5 tips for non-ticketed trainers for GoFest 2022. Now in this video I'm only going to be kind of focusing on some tips and tricks for GoFest non-ticket holders. If you would like to see my video on ticketed holders, make sure you check on the channel, or I will try to link it somewhere up above. I don't know what side it's on. But that being said, let's go ahead and hop into today's video and talk about my top 5 tips. Overall, GoFest 2022 has a lot of things for non-ticketed holders as well as, of course, the paid ticket holders. Now, for non-ticketed holders, you're not going to have access to all of the same things, but you will have access to some good things, and you do need to prepare though. You do need to have an idea of what you're going to do. Now, my number 1 tip is going to be to plan where you're going to go for the event hours. Take advantage of not having to spend any money. Go to a place with lots of other people and make sure that you're going to a place that has lots of Pokestops and gyms. Now I say this because if you go to a place with lots of Pokestops and lots of other players, they're going to be using their lures to lure up those Pokestops, and you don't have to do anything. You can just go there and catch Pokemon. Now during the event hours, you are not going to have an increased chance of shiny odds, but there of course will be lots of great Pokemon spawning, and if you do raids, then of course you will have maybe an opportunity to get a shiny Axu. So my second tip is also to have incense for this event. Like I mentioned in my previous video for ticketed holders get an increased shiny chance when they use incense during the event hours, more so on Saturday than on Sunday. However, non-ticketed holders don't really have that. Alright, unfortunately there's not going to be an increased shiny odd for incense for non-ticketed holders, but you might get lucky. So make sure that you're running incense during the event hours. You're still going to have access to the 4 rotating habitats, and special Pokemon will be spawning during those hours, but you're not going to have the increased shiny odds that a ticketed holder is going to have. Okay, so tip number 3 and tip number 4 are a little bit similar. They're both about raid passes, but in different ways. For tip number 3, we're going to talk about the free passes, either green passes or orange passes. Now, as you know, during the season of Alola, we can get up to 2 free orange passes every day to do raids. Here's the thing. If you take those your free raid passes into each day, then essentially you can get an extra one as well. So if you have it in your inventory at the start of GoFest and you have not raided a single Pokemon on the day of GoFest, what you can do is you can use that first one, you can get a new one, you can use that second one, and then you should be able to get another new one, and that would be number 3. That being said, it's not guaranteed, but hopefully you'll be able to do it that way and get up to 3 free raid passes that day. Non-ticket holders, unfortunately, do not get any of the free raid passes that ticket holders get, so this is kind of your best way of getting raid passes during the event. So tip number 4 is going to be about remote passes. I really recommend that up until the event on June 4th and June 5th that you are making the most of getting your daily Pokemon coins. Now one way to do this is of course getting your coins from the gyms every single day, putting a Pokemon in, making sure that it stays there for the full day to get that 50 coin bonus, and then saving those coins. Don't spend your coins on things that you're not going to need during GoFest. Alright, GoFest only comes around once a year. You want to make the most of it. Alright, so save your coins, use them for remote passes, but don't buy your remote pass until the event starts. Why? Because we get our free remote pass every week in the shop. If you have too many free remote passes in your inventory, you cannot get more. So I really recommend that you just keep the ones in your inventory that come from the free box every week, and then save up your coins, and then during the event you can buy more remote passes. Alright? Don't waste your coins before the event, because then you're not going to be able to get more, and then you're going to basically lose out on free remote passes from the shop. Okay, and here we go with tip number 5. Tip number 5 is going to be about organizing your Pokemon storage and your item inventory. I highly recommend that you clear out your Pokemon storage before the event. What this means is going through, and I personally choose to kind of organize my Pokemon by number, and I go through the list and I basically say, okay, I've got 10 EVs. I don't need 10 EVs, especially especially when I already have all the evolutions and I have really good evolutions. I'm gonna clear out the Pokemon that I don't need, and that way I have more space for actually catching new Pokemon. All right, so that's one thing that you can do in order to clear out Pokemon, just going through by number, seeing how many you have, clearing out the bad ones that are useless to you, you're never going to use, and saving the good ones. One really great tip that you can do is favorite the Pokemon that you don't want to transfer out, and then that way during the event you can just do select all and clear out mass amounts of Pokemon all at once. And the second part of this is going to be inventory management. All right, go through, clear out your inventory now. Start saving up Great Balls and Ultra Balls. You don't really want to be saving those Pokeballs because Great Balls and Ultra Balls give you a higher chance of catching Pokemon. All right, clear out those things that you don't need. I personally do not carry around more than maybe 10 to 20 TMs of each type at a time and more than 5 evolution items. All right, so personally, I really don't think that you need to be holding on to evolution items. I know a lot of people do, and the reason why I don't is because usually if Niantic has an event where a Pokemon needs an evolution item, they are pretty generous about giving those to us, all right? So if you don't really need it, get rid of it, clear it out, use it for Pokeball storage, because Pokeballs are going to be the gold of this event, because you can't catch Pokemon if you don't have Pokeballs, all right? So those are my top 5 tips and tricks for GoFest 2022 for non-ticketed holders. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and of course subscribe if you're new here, and I guess I will catch you all in the next one.